felt that your curiosity has taken you too far, or that your words have bothered more than one? When Lilith is in the sign of Gemini, her primordial energy awakens in us a great curiosity about what surrounds us and makes us want to find out about everything. Lilith in the birth chart indicates our connection with the most primitive and natural part of humanity. From the legend, we know that Lilith has been disowned due to Lilith's difficulty integrating into the divine plan. Lilith was too assertive, too independent, and self-assured to act in tandem with Adam. So she was banished from paradise and replaced by Eve. Not having eaten from the tree of knowledge and of good and evil, Lilith kept her essential energy in a pure state. In the top right corner, you can see more about Lilith. The energy of Lilith emanates from her hiding place. Lilith is not seen but felt. Maybe that's why she scares us, as if she were a lurking predator. However, Lilith's vibration comes to release the wildness that we carry within so we can really follow the voice of our soul. Lilith's role is that of the bridge that unites us to that part of us that doesn't follow the pre-established rules. And for this reason, this part fears being rejected or ostracized, not only by others, but by ourselves. Integrating Lilith as part of our personal cosmology is fundamental and a gift from creation that allows us to live fully. We are talking about pure, elemental, indomitable, and intelligent energies that are not tamed and that allow us to use qualities that have not been conditioned by the status quo. And our job is to consciously integrate them into our daily lives. The position of Lilith in the signs can be understood as if we take the ruling planet of the sign where Lilith is found in her purest, more elemental state. The archetype that the sign represents appears through the cracks of our ego without filters of any kind, and of course it can clash with reality. It's not that Lilith gets us into trouble, but when she meets our world, the shock, the contrast is immense. Many times, the fear of letting her out makes us suppress her. Other times, we don't even know she's present. Lilith has been banished from consciousness, but she's always there, like a shadow that haunts us wherever we go. Lilith's instinctual strength is very strong, and she tends to act on her own, whether we know it or not. We must allow Lilith to integrate into our internal universe. She maintains the original wisdom and reminds us of our true nature, our divine nature. The sign where she is will show us the style of that primordial energy. What is the primordial energy of Gemini? Air, in its most elemental state, appears in the form of ideas that fly through the ether as if they were gusts of wind in all directions. Gemini is the first air sign of the zodiac wheel. Here we discover that we can talk, think, communicate, and exchange information. As I have already mentioned, Lilith is the bridge that connects us with pre-cultural energies which have not been domesticated. Lilith gives us access to an immense source of power, and our task is to integrate it so they act as part of the team. When Lilith is in Gemini, the interest in information is powerful. She can take us to know the most diverse aspects of anything. We have access to humor, wit, eloquence, and the desire to learn about many things. It It's true that sometimes we ask too many questions to people who don't want to answer them, and that not everyone knows the words as much as we do. Lilith always brings with her an energy that makes others nervous, and for this reason, it is possible that many times we have been rejected for our wit or our eloquence. They may have called us pretentious because of the vocabulary we use, and even superficial because of our interests. All this depends on the environment in which we move. When Lilith in Gemini is conditioned by rejection, she may begin to shape her words and it is the mind that goes off in 1,000 directions, creating nervous tension. We have to pay attention to the position of Mercury and its aspects, since this will give us more information about the challenges we encounter. In any case, the adaptability of Gemini is exacerbated by Lilith. Lilith moves quickly in this sign. Our mind is agile and indomitable. We love words and we know how to use them very well. And as far as Lilith is concerned, social conventions don't make them more beautiful. Allowing ourselves to be carried away by curiosity connects us with the primordial energies of creation. However, it is necessary to give it a direction so that it truly enriches us. And we achieve this by taking into account our needs, the moon, our personal preferences, Venus, and what turns us on, Mars. Don't be afraid to take an interest in everything. Ask questions and tell stories. This is the way Lilith learns how to be on this plane. Lilith has come to us to connect with the natural force of the mind. You can observe reality as if you came from another world, and little by little you learn that the only stupid question is the one that is not asked.